Hi everyone, welcome to Gangboard.com. In this session, we are going to see some useful AWS interview questions. This is Veera, AWS Solution Architect. Let me move on to interview questions. Is it possible to increase EBM volume size without downtime? The answer is yes. Since we are using cloud environment, we can increase EBS volume size at any point of time. Let me give you a quick demo. So imagine I have a server called Nagios and I want to increase the EBS volume of that Nagios server. So selected Nagios and then EBS ID. Now you can see the 8 GB hard disk available for that server, and then select actions and then modify value. So from 8 GB I am increasing into 20 GB and then select modify and yes. So modify volume request succeeded. So if you refresh here, the size of the hard disk has increased to 20 GB. In Linux, we have to create a file system for this new extended hard AWS volume. So for that we can use these two commands, grow path and /dev/xvda and grow fs xfs-grow fs. These two commands to increase the volume size and create a file system for that extended size. So now you can able to use your hard disk straight away without any downtime. Second one, how to connect instance without PEM key in case of lost. If you lose your PEM key, you can't connect your server. In that case, we can do two options. One is AMI, another one is copying authentication keys from one instance to another. So let me tell AMI first. So imagine I have lost the key of Nagios server. So I wanted to create an AMI for that one. So let me select Nagios server and then actions, image and create image. So just give a image name. So duplicate, for Nagios. Okay. And then create image. So now the image for that Nagios server has been created. So by using this image, you can launch a new instance with a fresh key and you can connect using by that key. So the second option is authentication keys from another instance. So in this case, what we have to do is create one more server called rescue. So I have created one more server called rescue and then stop this Nagios server, actions instance state stop. So I have stop the Nagios server and then I am going to choose volumes. So this is my Nagios server and then I am detaching this one, dash the value, and then I'm going to attach into this is the rescue server. Action still it's not available yet. Just wait for a few more minutes. So actions and then attach value. So instance, we can choose our rescue instance, and then here normally give for SDP and then attach. So now for the rescue server we have both two EBS values. So now you can get into rescue server and then copy the authentication keys from rescue server to our Nagios server. So and then detach the volume again and attach into Nagios pack. So by do this copy command cp authentication keys /home/ easy to user directory name and home and easy to user, which is the destination, so which is our Nagios server's ABS volume, and copy this authentication keys from there to here. So now you can attach this ABS volume and then connect with our server. How to reset your PEM key in case of lost? So if you want to reset your PEM key, you have to configure on Systems Manager. So for this you must have installed SSM agent on your instance first. So go to Systems Manager and then find out your server and then set up System Manager. So now your SSM agent has been installed into your instance. So you can reset your PEM key at any point of time. How to restrict traffic come from particular IP? So you can do this by NACL. So in NACL, select your NACL and then edit inbound rule. In that add rule and then choose all traffic, and on source field you can give the IP address to restrict, and here you can choose allow or deny. In this, so we want to restrict, so we are denying the service, so deny and give save yes. So from this IP the users can't communicate with your particular VPC. What is STS do? STS stands for Security Token Service. This is to give temporary access to the users, and also you can perform crash account access. So this is the policy, IAM policy for STS assume role. Here Vera, user name Vera can communicate with another, can access the another account resource. How to retrieve deleted object from S3? So by using version ID we can retrieve the data. So let me give you a quick demo for this. So selecting S3, and I have a bucket called Vectory Consulting. So here I have an index.html file. So if you select that one and give show, you can see the index has two versions, and this is the version IDs. So actually there was 3 versions. I have deleted one, so I want to retrieve that deleted object. So this is my version. I can see these two are my version ID, and I have a replicated bucket named Lokesh, this is my replicated bucket. We come down here and then select index.html and show. So here you can find the latest one. These two were already there. This is the only version ID which is missing on my main account. From this I can retrieve my content. So this is the example. So how to block user to viewing your website from some countries. So like some countries, I don't my website, some country people should not view my website. In that case I can use CloudFront to restrict the country people. So let me give a quick demo for this. So choose service CloudFront. So imagine this is my website. I have selected that one, and then distribution setting. Here you can find the restriction and select edit. Yes, edit. So you can give whitelist and blacklist. Blacklist means you can restrict. So I don't want Afghanistan people to view my website, so I can select Afghanistan and then add. So from Afghanistan no one can view my website. So if I give yes, what is invalidation in CloudFront? So in CloudFront we have an option called invalidation. So if you create invalidation, and you can find the latest images and objects will be there in the cache. So we can invalidate those images so that the cache will be deleted. So we can create new distribution for this. How to restrict access for users seeing the CloudTrail logs. So for this we can give IAM policy. So let me give an example. So AWS policy generator option. So here you can choose for IAM policy. Okay, and then the question is to restrict access for users seeing CloudTrail. So choose deny and then choose the CloudTrail option, AWS CloudTrail. It's here, and then if you see in here there is an option called lookup events. So select lookup events and then give the particular user ID. Here I am giving star, so no one can see the. So this is my policy. So I am denying the lookup events, so no one can see the CloudTrail logs. How do you restrict particular IP to communicate S3? Here we can do by limiting S3 by giving a bucket policy. So let me generate restrict IP. So choose S3, deny. We have to restrict, so I'm giving deny, and then give a IP. So I want to restrict this server accessing my S3. So I am selecting this, and then principal, I'm giving the IP, and then service is S3 all service. S3 all actions, and we can give the particular S3 ARN. So here is a policy to restrict from this IP to communicate this S3 victoryconsulting.tk, that bucket. What is the use of SAML? To exchange identity and security information with applications and service provider. We can also call single sign-on service. So if you have different user accounts like Active Directory users, Windows users, and Linux users, and AWS user, with SAML we can make it as a single sign-on. So with one username and password we can connect with all the services. Why transfer acceleration is fast when compared with usual transfer, even though we use the same internet connection? So transfer acceleration uses edge locations. So content from your on-premises will be transferred to edge location your nearest edge location first. So the data transferred between your on-premises and edge location would be faster. In KMS, what is the key rotation interval? We have to rotate our key in a regular interval. So if it is a Amazon managed keys, we can rotate in 3 years of time. But if it is a customer managed key, we have to rotate in every year. Which service do you use to monitor traffic to and fro VPC? VPC flow logs. So VPC flow logs are used to monitor the network traffic between VPC. Which DNS records are used to stop email spoofing and spam? So SPF records are used to validate the sender of the email. From that they can identify spoofing and spam email. Is it possible to delete any CloudWatch metrics? Answer is no, because we can't delete the CloudWatch metrics. We can only create the redemption period. Imagine if I have created a redemption period 30 days, so after 30 days it will be expired. What is maintenance window available in RDS? When we create RDS, we can specify the maintenance window, which is the time scheduled events to do patch updates, instance modification, and version upgrades. So imagine if I have created a scheduled interview by Monday 8 to 10. in the 2 hours time we can perform modification, patch updates and verification upgrades. How do you secure data at rest and transit in cloud? So to secure data at rest, we can use KMS service, key management service, which is available in AWS. So by using that, we can encrypt and decrypt data. At transit, we can use SSL or TLS certificate to secure our data. Can RDS support synchronous replication? No. RDS supports only asynchronous replication because the databases available in RDS has only asynchronous replication mechanism. So by using that, they can perform only asynchronous replication. What is point-in-time recovery in DynamoDB? Point-in-time recovery helps to protect your DynamoDB tables from accidental write or delete operation. You don't have to worry about creating, maintaining or scheduling on-demand backups. If your private instance want to share some data with S3 in a secure way, which method do you prefer? So in private, we will be having our database. So with database to S3, we can use endpoints, VPC endpoints to communicate with S3. So it will be most secured method to communicate with S3. What is DDoS attack? DDoS attack stands for distributed denial of service. So malicious attempt to affect the availability of a targeted system, such as website or application, to legitimate end users. Typically, attackers generate large volume of packets or requests, ultimately overwhelming the target system. How to prevent DDoS attack? By reducing attack surface and know what is normal and alert what is not. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in a next session.